My name is Scott Solberg. I'm a professor here in Counseling and Human Development and also Associate Dean for Research here at Boston University. And it's been a 2-year dream for Chad and I and Ben to finally have this opportunity to bring you all together. It's been we've been excited about this concept, excited that you were all as excited as we have been. And we really look forward to a couple of days here of really getting down to work, and today especially with all the teams here. We have a few people to thank, and then I'm going to introduce Hardin Coleman, our dean, and to give us a few words as well. We've had a lot of people behind the scenes that have made this work, as you can imagine. Emily is here somewhere, and Z have been helping tremendously. Livonia's been on that team as well. We have the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education has been with us shoulder to shoulder the whole way. It's been amazing to have a State Department that is that engaged and wanting to support and provide ideas. It's been a fabulous, just a fabulous partnership, and we look forward to this as being the first step for a long-term relationship. If you see Marianne Taylor, she's been great. She'll be here helping everyone get to offices and your places you're going to go. Say hello to her. She's behind the scenes, a quiet person who really helps make this all work as well. So thank you all for being here. Chad, did I miss anybody? Did I get the list? Are we okay? IES. Oh, and IES too, our funder. We need to thank them, of course. Yes, they are definitely. This is the first of its kind that they've ever funded. This idea, and so it's something that's new for them. They weren't quite sure who we were and what we were going to do, and they've been very excited along the way as it's coming together. So we're really thankful for IES for giving us the chance to show something new. So I have the honor and privilege to introduce my dean, and I told him he should be nervous, just to give him a little adrenaline this morning. It's rare to have an opportunity to come to a place and say, I want to come here to Boston University because I want to work with this dean, and that's the chance I had. Being at Wisconsin, and he had been there, he and I had many talks about how do we redesign a school of education to be engaged in the community, to be something that's about capacity building, that we get faculty out of their offices and into the schools. And Hardin shared that dream, and when I saw what was going on here, we have all of these faculty in a school of ed, nearly all of them are engaged in schools. And when I first started and I was in the school, my department was looking at me back in Milwaukee, what are you doing in schools all the time? And it wasn't until a president came along and said, we really need to get into schools, and they go, oh, we've got Scott over here, he's doing that. To be in a school where everyone's doing it and have a dean who values it and believes in it is something that is just absolutely remarkable and has been great. And since he's been here, what he's done in our school and the lift you can feel, the energy, not only bringing in new faculty, but his work in the Boston Public Schools has just been amazing. You didn't hear about all the background as they were figuring out how to do the redistricting for kids, who's going to get to which schools, because he created a system of conversation that allowed every stakeholder to have a voice, and that's what he's been doing within the school too. So I think he's been fabulous. I hope you get a chance to meet him or see him talk in some of these occasions, because he really is fabulous. And so thank you, Hardin, for coming and giving us a few comments.
Well, let's hope the person he talks about shows up soon. So I want to thank you. I really appreciate that, Scott. This weekend, I got to spend some time with my brother and my mother. My father's office kind of tearing it down. He's finally retiring at 94. He's decided he's not going to go to the office anymore. So we got the opportunity to spend some time in his office and looking around. And as you go look on the pictures on the walls in this pictures, one of the things that really struck me is what makes a person's career. My dad's out of Philadelphia. His father was a social worker, ran a Boys and Girls Club, and he went on to be a fairly successful D.C. lawyer. And so as I looked around the pictures, I thought about what that meant for him to come from Philadelphia, go to good schools, and it really was an alignment of adults who cared for him. It was the opportunities that he was given, a history of people who knew his family, knew him, knew opportunities, reached out for him, took care of him, nurtured, gave feedback. And then when you look at the list of people my father's worked with over the time, it's something he's returned. And one of the things I was very excited when Chad and Scott brought the idea of us becoming involved with this institute, it really spoke to me about this important alignment across different parts of our industry. So if you want to hear me for the next 5 years, you've heard my talk for the next 5 years. We as adults across different elements of the industry must begin to align and work together cooperatively and collaboratively to serve the needs of children. And that is what this institute is about. It's what I hope this School of Education is about. And I hope that your time here today furthers your ability to collaborate, align, and work together.